With the business, West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. We one play games, one swinging for them fences. We want the finer things.
Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Packers and the Rams. All that and more coming up next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Green Bay Packers and the Los Angeles Rams. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
The first of four berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by last year's Super Bowl champion QB in his 14th NFL season now out of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest, and I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one, because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
And he's going to have a Rams first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Now a first down throw. Stafford over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From the 50 at Stafford. Now a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Pass complete to Akers on the out route. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Going right back to Akers. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. To throw is Stafford. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. Here we go with the Packer offense, guided by their decorated QB with a long list of Pro Bowls and other accolades next to his name, of course. Aaron Rodgers leading the way.
And the quality of opponent goes up a notch here in this divisional round. But he's coming off such a sensational performance, I'm not sure he cares. 4 touchdown passes in the last game, and you'd have to imagine his head coach would sign up for that right now.
They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. This is fielded at the 27. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. Oh, nice move. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
One of the good things offenses did years ago was they lettered their gaps the same on each side. A gap between guard and center on either side. That's what you want to control when you're trying to run the ball up the middle.
And why is that? Because
typically you either have a big nose guard in there in an odd front, 3-man front, or you have defensive tackles that might line up in the A-gaps trying to gain an advantage and get upfield themselves. If you can control that, it gives the back plenty of space to pick and choose where to go.
And there, a great inside run, broke the contact and got some space. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Stafford going back to Allen. He's got him again. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he is going to have a Rams first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Here's Stafford. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Again, it's Stafford. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. Stafford going to give this to Akers. Rasul Douglas there to get him down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll go again here with Akers. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. They'll try and run for this with Akers. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. 4th down, and we go from one Matt to another. Stafford heads off. Matt Gay gets set for the Rams field goal. And Gay knocks this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So when you factor in the safety, this now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? Well, on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoffs. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
It becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
3 yards, all they could muster.
And knocked him down to force a 4th down.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Fielded at about the 28. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Robinson's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one a 1st down. Stafford now to throw. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to have it here just past the 25. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Rodgers' throw taken in here by Fuller. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the L.A. offense ready for this next possession. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one. Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Stafford going to give to Akers on the draw. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. This offense so far on third down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Stafford. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the gun, here's Stafford. He's got a man, that's Keenan Allen. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. To throw again on second down. Stafford, and he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 39. On the handoff, running left is Akers. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. On 2nd and 9. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They're 2 for 2 on third down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on third down. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown. Allen Robinson, 38 yards. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's got Fuller. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. On play action, it's Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards for number 11.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Dillon. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing is Rodgers. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. What a lead to a 4th down. The kick by Lambeau is good, and that lead is back down to 9 now. So the 3rd drives the charm. They are on the board, albeit with just a field goal.
Yeah, 3 points from 3 drives. That's not going to win you a whole lot of football games. Hopefully the fact they were able to move the ball a little bit can wake up their offense.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The offense trots back out, ready for this next drive. And there's the running back, Cam Akers. A good job in the passing game. Decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it. I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. And that one complete downfield to Allen. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 39. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Stafford.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes.
20. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. L.A. set to take over again on offense. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 13. He starts with a give to Akers. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 68 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
Now Stafford. And he'll just get rid of it. Riley Dixon now to punt it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Cohen gets it again on 2nd. Oh, able to avoid him. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
On 2nd down, Dillon. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The Packers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. And Lambeau will put this one through, and they take the lead out in front at 13-12. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for L.A. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Packers ready to take over offensively. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Rodgers again now. And Lazard's got it again. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Rodgers now to throw. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is going to lose yardage here. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This, the first of 4 Divisional Round matchups coming up this weekend. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other Divisional Round game in the NFC. And it looks like we've got a good one in store, as it's going to be one heck of a battle. That's for sure. And on now to a check on the next-gen stats in that first half for the Packers. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
And he'll get this to the 32.
Number 28, A.J. Dillon. He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a pickup of
3. On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. A run between the tackles with Cohen. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Now it's Rodgers. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 27-yard line. Here's Rodgers. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Rodgers. He'll drop this one down to Cohen. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Throwing now is Rodgers. That's complete right around the 8. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That was quite the call down around the goal line on 4th and goal.
Yeah, they fake the run, pull it out, throw it, and as a defense, I've been in that spot before, and we see it all the time. You almost have to overcommit against the run. You have to almost sell out and say, they're going to run it, go make a play. They got fooled on that one.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and the lead is up to 8. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Throwing is Stafford. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Out of the gun, Stafford. Complete, Jefferson the target. And he is going to have a Rams first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Rolling to his right. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
On third down, here's a run by Akers. And Akers, he is not going to get there. They mark him short of the first.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on fourth down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
The drive starts with a carry by Dillon.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. He's got Fuller. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. To throw is Rodgers. Got a man complete. It's Fuller again.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Rodgers now on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. This is Dillon on the counter.
And he's got room. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
A.J. Dillon.
40 yards.
And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
There were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride in the offense this go around.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. From the 44, Stafford. He's got Allen.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the 50, Stafford.
Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. He's got room at the 30.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. 92 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
A shotgun snap for Stafford.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter.
1 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford, touchdown, Rams. Keenan Allen from 6 yards away. And the Rams get a bit closer. So this is now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it was Keenan Allen who finished it all off with the touchdown reception.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over.
And right now, they're just looking for a little more cushion, trying to make this a 2-score game. Points here would go a long way, obviously, to propelling them into the next round.
And this is where the head coach, offensive coordinator, they've had to set a tone all year long about what they do on offense. So most teams want to stay in attack mode, but you have to do it with some bit of caution, don't you? Because you can't come away with no points. You need these points here in order to feel a lot better about where they are in this game.
But this time of the year, playoffs, game of this magnitude, this is what we hope for.
Yeah, it's exactly what we hope for. You want to run your offense cautiously, but not so cautiously that you just give it up.
A big play, 3rd and 2. This crowd dying for a stop. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. On the draw, this is Cohen. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. So on now is the kicker, Josh Lambo. This to make it a 2-score game. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will stay a 1-score game as the lead holds at 8.
That one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford.
That's out to the flat for Akers. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. That's complete to Robinson.
And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on 3rd down to keep this drive alive.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. From the 35 on 2nd down, Stafford, Packer pressure, and down he goes. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. They're staring up at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Here's Fuller with a catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down. To throw, it's Rodgers. And his pass incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And again, it's Rodgers.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A 6-yard gain brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick.
And the Rams are right back in this football game.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Preston Smith, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford.
Looking underneath, he's got Akers.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. On the return is Cohen. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are. at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. He finds his man, complete. That's Fuller. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 39, Rodgers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. And what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And he's going to be sacked. They came after him. He couldn't get away. And this remains a 2-point game. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 18.
They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon.
It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
They run once more with Dillon.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. He'll get this to Lazard. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. 44-yard punt, return of 9.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
So Matthew Stafford in the offense. Down by 2. Just over 1:40 to play. They've got the crowd behind them, and they need only a field goal to survive in advance of these playoffs. Now it's Stafford. Being chased out left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Stafford.
Pass complete to Robinson.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now Stafford. And able to find Higbee. It's complete.
And he's going to have a Rams first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And that is dropped. Oh, my goodness. That could have been a game changer, but he could not hang on.
Van Jefferson was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. Stafford now to throw. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. And he will find Atwell. That's complete. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Meanwhile, Stafford's throw pulled in by Atwell here.
And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. This would put them in the NFC title game. And this one is right down the middle. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. Well, sometimes you get a mismatch in these divisional round games. Not here. This has been everything we could have hoped for.
Okay, Brandon, don't get mad at me, but it's time for the old cliche.
Bring it.
Neither of these teams deserves to lose, but in the end, it's looking like the late field goal is going to be the difference in this game.
That's a good cliche. We'll let that one go.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
One final try now for Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship. And now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.